Ole Chico, it's your boy Pablo Escobar with Bars and Joysticks, man. You wanna talk games, man? You wanna talk hip hop, man? Well, this is the place, man. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you like this video. Let's get to the content, Chico. Well, as you can see, I have a really good Scarface impersonation. I guess you're digging these threads. If you've seen the threads, guess what? Oh, you're right. It's a new episode of the Wafly update, baby. Now, some topics before we go in. Taji brings me his thoughts on Logic's last studio album. Zillion zooms in to talk the Power Rangers relaunch from Boom Studios Comics. Logic's not making any more music. As you know, Logic announced that he is retiring from rap. Taji's gonna give us his thoughts on this, man. So Taji, please let us know what the hell you think about this new album that Logic has dropped. And when I mean my new album, the last album he's gonna drop, that's soon.
Thanks, Paco, for bringing me on. Hey guys, it's your boy Taj. I'm here to talk to you about Logic's final and latest project, No Pressure. So apparently this is Logic's last album ever. He's apparently retiring from hip hop to become a full-time dad, which is actually pretty cool. That's pretty sweet. Pretty good deal, because like being a rapper involves like a lot of touring and stuff, so I completely understand. I think he's more than well off financially to do it. I'd hope to see him back sometime later on, like maybe for some sort of like reunion tour or reunion project, or maybe for some features every now and then, like maybe once a blue moon or something like that. I appreciate and I respect it. Anyway, to get back into the album. So this album is just like any other Logic album, which isn't a bad thing. This isn't a bad thing. Because Logic has a pretty solid history of not really reinventing the wheel, but more just like reminding you that certain parts of that wheel exist. So with that being said, like when you hear certain songs, it will remind you of other songs that you loved in the past. Like he has this one song that reminds me of a lot like Gold Watch by Lupe Fiasco, like another song called Five Hooks, where it's really like him like kind of twisting around five different notorious hooks in hip hop. And other songs that like use famous samples from like that a lot of rappers use, like you will hear in the samples just other songs that you love and enjoy from the periods of like maybe 2005 to like 2012 2013. That like period of rap, you'll hear elements of that all the way in, and also some 90s elements and boom bap elements as well. Logic really does a really good job of doing that. He's not a biter. I would never call Logic a biter, but he's someone that will definitely remind you of songs that you haven't listened to in freaking years, and you're like, oh, that's Go Watch, or oh, that's Didn't You Know by Erykah Badu. And that's a really cool part about it. Some of my favorite songs are Man Is, Dad Bod, and I really like the outro song. Actually heard him say as well, that's like the third to last song on it. But the last song, Obediently Yours. And the final track actually doesn't have Logic rapping on it. It's more of like a snippet of a commentator named Orson Welles. He was like famous back during like the 40s. He's long gone now, but pretty much it's like a 6 minute long song. He's talking about things like race relations in America and like socioeconomic issues in America. And I think that's a really cool way to end off on that. It's a really cool commentary to end off on that album. I wish Logic the best. All of us at Bars and Joysticks do. He gets a lot of hate that he doesn't deserve. He's actually a really good rapper. A lot of lyrical miracle rappers, like say like Hobson or someone like that, choose like really beats, like awful beats, god awful beats, like ugh type beats. And Logic is really good at choosing some good beats. It might be because he has like a producer and production background, but he does a great job. So kudos to you, Logic. I give you an 8.2 out of 10. It's a real solid album. If you guys haven't listened to it yet, it's been out for a few weeks now, but or a week or two now. So if you haven't listened to it, then feel free to check it out. It's on Spotify, Tidal, all that stuff. All right, so back over to Paco for some more information on the Wafly update.
But thank you, Taj. Thank you so much for giving us that review on Logic. I want to thank you so much for stopping in on the Wafly update. Now, one of the main things that happened out of the numerous topics that come out of Comic-Con at home was the announcement of a Power Ranger relaunch from Boom Studios. Now, Professor Zoom Zellions, as I like to call him, is about to zoom in on this topic. Please, Zellions, can you give us on this update of the Power Rangers relaunch?
What's good, Waf? What's good, Wafaholics? You know what I'm saying? It's your boy, William Zillions. You know what I'm saying? I'm just tapping in for a little Wafly weekly update. Typically, you can find me over at the 2 for the World show, but also on Bars and Joysticks. So I think this is a really nice situation that we're a part of right now. I just finished reading the 5th issue of the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover comic, which was, I guess, a collaborative effort from Nickelodeon, Boom Studios, IDW. They just closed it up. The story was awesome. We got to see like a crazy amalgamation of like Metalhead and the traditional Mighty Morphin Megazord. This is an amazing piece of literature. You feel me? This news that Boom Studios recently released on their website regarding the reboot of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and essentially they're introducing a brand new era of Mighty Morphin-ish kind of activity, and it's called the Unlimited Power Run. Some of the stuff they're introducing, story-wise, is going to be brand new because they have licensing from Hasbro. The writer of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers versus Ninja Turtles crossover comic has taken the gamut. He has run with the responsibility. He is the man with the pen in his hand, providing us with the action that's coming in this reboot. And I'm really excited based off of what I just read from the comic crossover from my favorite Ninja Turtles. The news that's worth talking about. The announcement made mention of brand new origin background of Zordon. Off the Bryan Cranston, off the last movie reboot. I like how they started with that movie. You know, to sort of kind of paint this picture that Zordon isn't this like full-on benevolent force that we know him as. You know, I'm just stuck in a glow of light. Maybe he's from a glow of dark. 2 new teams of Power Rangers, inclusive of a brand new Green Ranger. Not Tommy Oliver. I'm very much excited about this. Wafgod, you know I'm excited. Bro, you know. Ryan Parrott's the writer I was talking about, Ryan Parrott. I don't know if I said that the first time. But Ryan Parrott said that apparently this iteration of Lord Zed is supposed to be way more deadly. You know, supposed to be hyper violent. You know what I mean? And if it's anything like what he was able to accomplish with Shredder in the crossover for the TMNT Mighty Morphin Power Ranger crossover, if he's able to accomplish the level of maximum villainry like he did with Shredder, bro, son, I cannot wait for this. Yo, I'm not gonna talk all day. I don't want to talk your ear off, but this has been a 2 for the World takeover from your boy William Zillions. The platform where we create us is Actual Factuals. You know what I'm saying? And holla at your boy Waf.
Wow, man. Zillions does it again. Thank you, Zillions, for that exclusive update on the Power Rangers relaunch. Can't wait for the drop and start collecting because I missed some bangers to come out of the series. Let us know if you want us to get you guys caught up for the relaunch. We would love to talk comics. Please let us know in the comments section. Now, some gaming news. Okay, Sony State of Play event that was very, very underwhelming. Not that much stuff coming out. There was a couple cool indie games coming out. There was this really cool platformer and this other game that looks pretty hot that's called a slasher looter, so that's pretty cool. And Crash 4, but besides that, it was mid. Okay, but the gas that we got after the Sony State of Play event was Season 5 Street Fighter announced by Capcom in their conference earlier this week, and it seems like Capcom is listening to the community. We're talking Season 5 pass that's going to stretch into 2021, and we're talking fan favorites added to the roster. That is Dan, Rose, Oro, and Kira from rival schools, which was the most craziest addition that we're not going to